What's up, everybody? It's Rico. Welcome back. This is the arrangement section for episode 1 of the game. Alright, so let's talk about those rules again. I said the tempo had to be somewhere between 90 and 120 BPM. It has to be in 4/4 time. Kicks have to be on beats 1, 3. Snare on beats 2 and 4. You can do whatever else you want with the drum track. We have 4 bars repeated twice, but bar 4 is different on both times around. So bar 4 and bar 8, right? And for me, since I started my track on 2, it'd be bar 5 and bar 10. So that's what we have so far for drums. For harmony, the song has to be in the key of G major with A minor as the starting chord. The chord progression is irrelevant. You can do whatever you want with that. The chords, specific chords, none except for the starting chord has to be in A minor. You can only have a maximum of 6 chords in the track. I have chosen to use 4 chord progression. And as for melody, nothing to do with the melody, nothing to do with the hook, no specific start notes. So this is actually a really easy track. You can do whatever you want with it, to the exception of the starting chord and the drum beat and a little bit of the arrangement. That's basically it. So this is what I got so far, unmixed. This is my track. And there we have it. So let's take a look at exactly what I've done here. The drums we've already heard in the previous lesson. So let's go to the bass track. Basically a nice simple bass. And what I've done with this is I've used an instance of Contact 5 using a fingered bass and a fat step, combining them together to get a very nice sound. Excellent. Good. The next is, we'll see that with the drums. Okay, good. Now, what I've done for most of this track is I've used loops, a lot of loops for everything. I've decided to go nice and easy. Just go into my sound banks, grab loops, and just chop away. So what I've done is I've added this A minor Rhodes loop. Nice. Okay. The next thing I've done is I've added a pad here using Contact 5, and the pad is a combination of a grand piano, a Spanish acoustic guitar, and a squeeze box, formerly known as an accordion. So if we listen to that added in. Nice. Okay. On top of that, I've added a type of chicken picking lick. Good. Okay. And I got a sample of a lead here. Cool. On top of that, I've added a wah-wah guitar sample. hear that, I'll raise it up. Okay. What I'll end up doing is end up making that brighter in the mix once I start mixing this down. None of these samples and loops have been affected or whatever yet, so everything is dry the way it came from all the kits and all the sample banks. Next thing I've done is added some sound of the ocean and the waves in the back for some ambience. Hear that? Yeah. Good. Okay. Next, some toms. A very nice 80s sound. Okay. And then on top of that, I've added some kind of riser effect. Cool. And then another one descending. Very disco sounding, cool. And then a saxophone sample. Which is cool. And then finally some vocals. Alright, good. Excellent. So what I'm going to do right now is, in the next section here, is I'm going to take all of these drums here. I'm going to separate them into individual tracks and then bus them to a group, bus everything else to a group, and then we're going to start doing some subtractive EQ on everything. Alright, I'm Rico, I'm out. I'll see you in the next section. Later.